Our topic is room-to-room transfer. Our instruction is based on the site view of the application. Our learning objectives are twofold. We'll start with who can transfer tags from room to room. Based on the site view of the application, both site administrators and site users can transfer tags from room to room. The only exception that could occur is if your district administrator chooses to limit permissions in this area. Next, we'll discuss how to transfer tags from room to room. But before we start, let's talk about 3 important areas we need to consider. First, you'll want to locate the tag on the asset that you want to move. Next, best practice. Always work in the application using a scanner. If you don't have a scanner, you can always reach out to Hayes Software and they would be happy to assist you in that area. However, any scanner that uses Symbology 128A should work in the application. And last of all, you'll need the room number you plan to transfer the tags into. Now let's go ahead and begin our step-by-step instruction on transferring tags from room to room. First, log in to your TIPWeb-IT application. Once you're on the home page of your application, in the Quick Links area, locate Tools and Room to Room and click. Clicking opens up the Room to Room window. Note there are several areas highlighted in red. These areas must be filled out before you can complete the room-to-room transfer. We'll start with the room. You can either enter the room number and click the blue down arrow, or if you're unsure, you can click on Search to locate the room. Locate the room in the list, or to narrow down, choose the room type. Once you've located the room, click on Select. Clicking Select locks the room number in. Note you can change the room number by either refreshing the screen or clicking the Lock/Unlock icon. Next, you'll want to select a status, or you could use the previous tag status if you so choose. I'll go ahead and drop the menu down and select a status. If I plan to move more than one tag, I can lock the status down. And last of all, you'll need the tag that you plan to move. Best practice is always to scan. Once you've scanned the tag, it will populate beneath the Scan History for Today header. You can continue to scan until all tags you plan to move are populating on your screen. Before we review our scan history for today, let's consider a situation that could happen at your site. Let's say that tags at your site are not in the room they're being used in. Perhaps they're in some sort of room like a data conversion room, an unassigned room, a receiving room. But the point is they're not in the room you want them to be in. This is the process you can use to remedy that situation. So let's run with that scenario. To get started, we'll first unlock the Transfer to Room area. Now let's go ahead and go in and choose the room that we're assuming those tags are living in. Let's say it's a classroom. We'll choose room 104. We'll select the room. We'll unlock the status area, and if you want the status something other than available, simply choose it from the drop-down menu. and lock it in if you're going to be scanning more than one tag, and then simply scan the tag and watch the scan for history area as I scan the tag. Note that this tag was residing in the receiving room, but now through this process I have moved it into the actual room that we're using it in, and note that I use the status of in use. So once we've scanned our tags, we'll want to review each tag that we've scanned for the day and make sure that everything looks as we expect it to look. This concludes our step-by-step instruction on room-to-room transfers. We want to thank you for watching, and remember, you have unlimited support. Please find additional materials and videos on our support center.